Hello friend, welcome back to Toyota Maintenance YouTube channel. I have today in my shop Toyota Prius, but this is not a normal Prius. This is plug-in Prius. Also, if you don't see or you will not see that emblem, how do you know it's plug-in? Well, it's right here. Look at that. You can really charge the batteries from here. This Prius came to me today for the engine oil change, including filter obviously, because it's lit in the dashboard, the maintenance required. But not only that, last time I had this vehicle here was approximately a year ago, so this is my only second time, and the owner said, I would like you to go through entire vehicle, check everything what needs to be maintained and give me a report for that. And I want to show you today one item which is really different from a normal Prius, which also should be checked and be part of regular maintenance. And that item is here in the back. That's the first hint, unless you will see it already in the thumbnail. And especially should be down when you see that the owners of the vehicle are active people. They use it a lot of in the nature, in the dust. And on top of it, it looks like they have a dogs back in here. Do you already know what I'm talking about? Well, if not, just wait, because I'm going to inspect it right now. And hopefully you can look with me. I will be not getting too much in your way. Let me vacuum this first. And why am I doing it? Well, I'm considering the age of the vehicle. I'm considering how it's being used actively. It's a mileage 80,000 miles also, so all of this makes sense to me that I better be lifting this and looking around here, and you probably start understanding where I'm heading. This is that huge battery, the hybrid battery assembly. You have to be really careful, never touch those orange wires and all these things. And this is what I'm kind of worried about. So I continue with removing these side covers. You can see that. And I'm heading to that place which I mentioned should be part of regular maintenance. Another stuff to be vacuumed or cleaned. And after removing the side trays and everything, I can finally lift this last part, and that will show you where I was heading. So this is the main hybrid battery, that main battery pack. And as you can imagine, when you have a high demand on the batteries, they start heating up. All of you know about the Teslas. They were overheating. They can or could even catch on fire. This is actually the small 12-volt auxiliary battery. So that's something else. This is the hybrid battery. And considering that they have a lot of dust around them and possibly dogs release the dog hair, what I'm saying today, definitely we need to check if these two cooling fans are not plucked by the dirt or dog hair. So let's go and see. By the way, you can see nice detail of that main safety plug. If you will be ever working on these high voltage systems, which I don't recommend you to do, we have to have a special certification for that. This is the plug which you need to pull, and it's a safety plug for disconnecting that high voltage system. But let's go back to our cooling fans. Let's start with the one on the left. You can see electric connector. Here it's the tab, so you just push that and it should disconnect nicely like that. After that, if I squeeze those tabs underneath this steel mount, it should release nicely that whole connector without damaging that plastic. Right? So now the whole fan, it's not connected to electricity anymore, and I can carefully remove these 3 nuts. In general, I don't recommend to anybody doing their own maintenance on the high voltage systems. I got all the training from Toyota in the past, and you have no idea how fast this will kill you, make you a charcoal if you will be doing something wrong. So in general, I will say don't get too close to these high voltage systems. So I should have it free. It gave a little bit of resistance, but nothing special. And we can see that that fan is dirty, so it's good we remove that. However, fortunately, that fan wasn't plugged by that dog hair. I thought they might have a dogs, so I was afraid this might be completely plugged, either of them or both of them, and it could cause not correct cooling of this hybrid battery pack. And of course, since I already went all the way and I heavy out, the vacuuming this will not make much, but I have a compressed air, so let's see how it will clean those blades. I wonder if you will see how much dust will fly off it when I do this. I'm doing it out of the garage so I don't have the dust inside. Actually, it works pretty good. Here you can hopefully see it from different angle. This is that intake. Look, there was definitely some amount of dust on that. Here is the exhaust. That's where the hot air, the warm or hot air, is leaving this battery pack. So I'm happy with cleaning my fan. I can put it back. I didn't lose those rubber, what is it, chokes? The mounts, these are the mounts basically, right? So they will dampen the vibration of the motor when it goes on, when the computer decides that it needs to be cooled. I'm putting these 10 millimeters back, and after I will put it back carefully, I can move on the second cooling fan. I will carefully torque it so that I have to use the soft clutch. Other way. I will not forget to plug the connector. First down here. Click. And this one, it's nicely clean. And of course, before installing everything back, I will go and nicely vacuum all this dust and grass particles so the fan cannot suck it into the battery pack. I hope you find this video helpful, and please make sure you are subscribed. I always have way more coming your way soon. Thanks for watching and have a great day, my friend.